Galera, mais um set aqui. E os campeão mundial versus Seattle. Um player que tá progredindo pra caramba na nossa região. Ele tá jogando muito bem. Ele tá crescendo muito, galera. Muito mesmo. Então fique de olho nesse player, tá? Seguinte, criei um canal novo pra postar vídeo de gameplay de outros jogos. Mas tem de Brawlhalla também, se vocês quiserem, tá? Tem um vídeo que é falando sobre os hackers do jogo. E tem um vídeo que é jogando várias cópias de Smash Bros. Então tem Brawlhalla no meio, né? Cópias entre aspas. Enfim, espero que vocês gostem. Tá no comentário fixado o vídeo, tá bom? O vídeo não, o canal. Mas enfim, beijo. É isso, vamos pro vídeo.
I'm wondering, it looks like they played at a couple community events. Actually, last month, C was able to get a game off of Use, which is encouraging, right? I mean, this has got to be the
Nossa
performance
Senhora.
of C's year. I mean, very early on, but probably of career as well.
He's definitely having a good day.
That's right. Let's see what happens here, though. I mean, Use, of course, world champion on the Great Sword. We had talked about how potent of a weapon that is in the first place, so I don't expect Use to be...
Nossa, se aquilo ele pega, viu? Se acerta no olho.
Now this is South American Great
That's
Sword,
true.
and
That's
that
true.
is different.
That's true. Okay, quick three-piece
Very
though, and
nice.
that is enough to do it. First strike going over to Use. I'm going to ask the question again, who can stop him?
But he was fighting back from a deficit and was still able to bring it back and be able to secure that first stock. Oh, he tried to go ahead and get the starve out, but the weapon toss is going to go ahead and come down, hit C in the head.
That's
Little
enough.
recovery
That's
off the Katars is going to be enough to get the job done and going to go ahead and even up the stocks.
Okay, Great Sword primed up once again. Okay, I like this from C.
Caraca!
Wow, wait, hang on. Let him
Que
cook.
isso?
Doing a surge
3 SIGs, mano.
back neutral sig and hit twice, trying to go for the third one. Could not get the trifecta though.
Yeah, and this was a matchup that we had talked about earlier today in the Europe bracket, Slow-Mo, is I think weapon-wise, I really was curious on how Katars and Great Sword just matched up at a high level like this, right? Because you can kind of dominate the skies, dominate the dodge reads, but Great Sword does
Nossa.
something similar starting on the ground, so...
Ele fez um GC ali que eu acho que não precisava, velho. Se ele jogasse mais tranquilo, eu acho que ele gimpava o Yus.
This one right back.
Yeah, he's now that he's got C in knockout range, now he's looking for those guaranteed knockouts. You know, the D-Light and the recovery. Being able to get those easier knockout options off the regular sword before he swaps back over to
Yeah,
Great
but I
Sword.
mean, you saw it right there, right? Like, Yu's just immediately going for recovery, knowing literally anything in the
Yes.
repertoire of moves at that point would have found the KO, and it did. So Yu's maintaining the lead at one stock.
Yeah. C doing a really good job keeping it close, though. All right, we're just going to stare off in neutral
Dude,
here.
that weight was so sick. Okay. That's world champ difference. It is.
Yeah.
It just is. But C, trying to make this a battle.
Side neutral light. Side light into neutral light, and then came back and hit another neutral light. Another neutral light. Racking up good damage against C here.
Okay, yeah, this is the thing with Katars, though, right? Especially once you get to the red range, you have to convert on a player as good as Yu's. Not able to get that stock might just be the difference maker for game number one as this game slowly starts slipping away. This is off stage, forces the jump early. Recovery tries to cover that from Yu's. Well thought.
Jogou muito o Yus ali, jogou muito.
He's covering every single move in the playbook. Yu's on the board with one.
Yeah, especially having that dare off the sword. It has so much for me. More than enough to send C down to the blast zone. And as we take a look at these replays.
Yu's had it
Caraca,
scouted out from a
Seattle
mile
tá
away.
vindo
For sure, for
de
sure. All right.
Lin Fei,
We're
mano.
going to see
Não esperava
some
Lin
Lin
Fei.
Fei come into play here. A little cannon mix things up. Could
Yeah.
be very interesting. Another good string weapon.
This one I'm interested in, right? Because the cannon can do a lot of horizontal KO options. Once again, predicated on finding dodges, making sure you catch opponents slipping, mashing in disadvantage. See what happens, right? Because the thing about using that first game was it really didn't look like C had a lot of opportunities to find those first openings. That one big string off of a couple gravity cancels comes to mind, but that was about it. And it's
stock.
just a stock. Why?
Mano, olha isso, velho. Zero to death.
Very nice. Getting that great string, if I can use words here today.
Yeah, and just launching in right now is C. Use playing back, playing patient, really, really clean start. Super healthy on
Yeah.
this first stock as well. Plenty of leeway.
Guys, continuing to get that bonus damage in, continue to extend that lead. Oh, Nair coming up, tried to hit him with the recovery. Couldn't
Right.
find anything though, but there we go. Going to catch him with the
This is what you need, though. This is I think this is good from C, right? Because you find the
Nice.
stock right there, really,
Jogou
really
muito ali, jogou muito, viu? Bem preciso.
panic dodge in the moment. I think it's the correct decision to go for, especially when you're first seeing the cannon represented against you.
little one times with a great sword. Find an opening here.
Caught again. Okay, we see that. Use, dodging up.
He's trying to find the rhythm off that string and read the dodge from Yuz. He just hasn't quite got it dialed in yet, but Yuz has given him plenty of opportunity, plenty of chances to figure it out and get it right. Ooh, couldn't get the landing. Yuz going back to work on Greatsword.
Okay, with punish
big
is huge.
O-side
Nice,
sig,
nice,
gonna
nice.
go ahead and clear the stage.
Okay, can C get one?
No.
Ground pound, just barely misses. Forces the dodge out from Yuz, but it's burned, so let's see what happens.
Back up on stage. Fighting back on arms, sword in hand, reaching up with the nair, but whiffs, able to catch landing though, and
Nice,
again,
jogou muito.
and again with
Jogou
the
muito,
dare,
jogou
bro.
muito. Foi muito, ó, no ponto o gameplay de Sword.
Stop!
Back-to-back two-time.
He's the two-time!
He's the two-time!
Oh my gosh, I mean, that was exactly the same setup that
Mano,
won him game number 1.
Imagina se ele não tivesse levado 0 do Def no início da match, velho.
Legend Swap has been doing really well for him so far.
And the equalize is the key word there, because this is about as even as it can get right here coming into this final stock. Playing footsies in the air a little bit.
All right, Yuz able to touch down on that soft platform for just a moment. Gravity cancel is a huge whiff. Yuz just remixing with the weapon throw in between. C trying to gravity cancel through once again. No space to be able to follow this one up though. Okay, playing the air to air. C now off stage. What's the mix up?
Hold your ground with the neutralite. This is still winnable for both these players.
Once again, I think Yuz is just thoroughly caught on to
Nossa.
C dashing
Eu não entendi aquele neutral air.
and then just going for side lights as soon as C crosses over that line has just been so on point. That's 3 or 4 now that have punished C really significantly. Can we get the stock here though? No exhausted recovery off the top.
Keeping it super close though. Oh, that was so risky. Recovery gonna take Yuz up. Weapon throw to the face. Another
Okay,
nair.
okay.
Another one will get the job done. He's looking for it. Can't find it. Finds his way back down the stage.
C
Has
needs
the
this
weapon in
game.
his hand.
C needs this game now, right?
But can he get it?
Against
Can he
someone
get it?
of Yuz
No.
caliber. It's got it. Okay,
Caraca! Mano, ele levou, velho. Pô, jogou muito, velho, na moral. Jogou muito.
Man, being able to bring back some of that momentum away from Yuz, especially when he's playing the way he was.
Mano, ele jogou a partida inteira com 2 estoques, se for parar pra pensar, velho. Caraca.
Game somehow, some way. See, getting it done with the Lin Fei and tying the set back up. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, I think
Mano,
the
e foi
change to the Lin Fei
principalmente Canon, né? Doideira.
for a lot of micro reasons, it was quite good. We talked about catching dodges, catching Yuz in these positions that
Ush.
are a little bit predictable, and when you're on the cannon, that results in full stocks.
I just worry that it doesn't work 2 games in a row.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens over here. Yuz already off to the races, though.
Just like
That was close to a whole stock. That's insane.
I'm in deja vu. Like, it's got to be deja vu right now. Can he get the clean stock again? No. C gonna come in, get the side light, put up the very tiniest bit of damage with those guitars.
Threw it away, though.
Yeah.
Now waiting for the small. Okay, gravity cancel D-Light unarmed is
Ooh.
just going to get super punished from you by Yuz.
Not
Recovery,
enough.
not enough.
Yeah, not enough to take him off that side of Miami Dome.
Yeah, but this is just anything again. And again, deja vu, Groundhog Day, whatever you want to call it. I mean, C already down practically an entire full stock. Just that light beige color on Yuz for the first one. But here comes the dodge read. Chase dodge up was really good coverage, but Yuz once again scrapes out.
Catches that landing too as C comes back up on stage. Doing a great job of staying out of those cannon aerials. Ooh, just the step back to get out of the way, chasing him down.
Oh, yeah.
Great movement from both these players
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. C gonna catch him with the Sayer. Oh,
Okay, barely missed
Another
space.
signature
Lets it
coming back
rock.
up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I respect it, right? You're down a stock. You need something. Okay, chase dodge forward again. That's like 2 or 3 in a row from C that haven't quite panned out the way they want that. And slowly but surely, Yuz is extending this lead, even if he loses the stock.
C needs this knockout so badly, like right now. And he's not gonna get it. He's gonna go down too.
Oh, it could've
Hughes
been, it
couldn't
could've
catch
been.
it, couldn't catch the nair up in the sky. C is gonna get the reversal off the recovery, but not enough to get the knockout. Puts Hughes in a position over here. Can he find his way back to stage, or is C gonna stop it? No, does not get the landing. The dare is gonna go ahead and connect into recovery, sending Hughes out of here, but C is so close to being on his final stock.
Oh yeah, C is really, really worse for wear on this one. I mean, if Hughes picks up a weapon, it just could be curtains. That's going to be the advantage he needs to find Sword. It's just recovery away.
Can he get it dialed in though? C's making it very difficult to get in close when
Ooh,
he has
that one
that
didn't
cannon in
KO,
his
okay.
hand. Another pickup, couldn't get the second hit though.
Okay.
Oh, you just lets him walk right back up on stage.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe we start seeing the edge wall slip come into play, but see, a little bit too respecting of Use.
With good reason, though.
This setup is crazy from C. I mean, that's brutally aggressive to go for unarmed as well. Gonna lose the stock, but I mean, again, if you're C, you got to be making plays like that to try to close this gap.
He was able to get it done last game. I mean, he was down at full stock for the majority of it.
I'm nervous about this greatsword though, Slow-Mo. I mean, we have seen this win champions twice actually.
Yeah.
But Use, I mean, already creating so much damage, trying to get the bridge come through off the slide off. Not going to get too much more after that. Oh my gosh, even winning the air-to-air battle unarmed is insane.
And just having the confidence to stay with him up in the air. There we go, dialing back down. Going to stay grounded on the regular swords, staying right over the Sayer from C.
Okay, whiff punish.
Big recovery, but not enough.
Yeah,
Can't
but you
get the reversal.
gotta go all the way out there if you're C, right? Like, you need that stock right now.
I mean, even so, it's just such a deficit at this point. Use got it dialed in, could not catch him off the edge guard. Easily gonna punish that signature, send him up to the blast zone.
Olha, não achei que fosse pegar, viu? Achei que esse Sig fosse ter a hitbox mais alta, mas pegou mesmo assim. Não sei se o Seattle pulou também junto. Acho que não, acho que foi um punish bem certeiro mesmo. Caraca. Mano, Seattle puxou Toff, mano. Por essa eu não esperava, hein? Toff, Core. Core é um Legend que eu acho que tá com as armas muito boas no momento. Mas ele é meio que um Sentinel, tá ligado? Ele tá lá, todo mundo sabe que tem potencial, mas ninguém joga, tá ligado?
The cannon was a huge difference maker there. I mean, it was a two-stock, granted.
The only reason why he switched over to Lin Fei was to try that cannon,
right?
And it did not get the job done. So it was definitely a go next and trying something else. I mean, this is a desperation pick if I've ever seen one, trying to stay alive in this set. And maybe the hammer and gauntlets for Core will get the job done, but right now Use is literally juggling him in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that Use isn't familiar with playing against a really good hammer player in South America.
Right,
so,
yeah.
you know, it could be a tough one for sure. Let's see what C can bring to the table here, though. Already disarmed, already in red, picks up the gauntlets, tries to get a little bit of moxie coming through, but of course, the conversion into recovery on the sword will find first strike. And once again, 3 games now, Use incredibly healthy on this first stock.
Yeah, he's looking bit. We've seen this every single game in this set, and you know, 2 out of 3 times it has worked in his favor. But now we're seeing C settle down. He's got the hammer in hand. See if he's going to be able to do anything with it at all. Use defending his ground on stage. Ooh, this game of footsies here, we're seeing a neutral. Both these guys being very respectful of the other. But
oh my gosh, that's just a stop.
Mano, não consigo ver um comeback nessa partida, nesse ele joga muito bem, tá ligado? O hammer dele não tá conseguindo fazer nada. E a gauntlets dele não apareceu ainda, né, pra gente saber. Mas ele é muito bom com armas rápidas, Seattle, tá ligado? Canhão consegue ser rápido, Katar rápido, Sword rápida. Agora, um hammer, acho meio complicado.
I mean, another follow-up again. We had seen that cross-up attempt from C on a multitude of different characters over the course of this set as well. Uses clued into it every single time.
Nah, he is dialed in. You know, it's like a shark in the water. I hear the Jaws music in my ear right now.
Oh, clip him!
He's piecing him up, bro. Coming down. Oh, Sarah's gonna hit. Staying out of the way of the signature. Okay, Stomp Sayer.
Old reliable, but I mean, how many Stomp Sayers does it take to get to use his first stock? I really don't know.
Okay.
Looks like that one will do.
No 3 stock today, sir. He at least stopped that from happening a bit. Just a swift breeze is going to take him out of Small World's End here.
Yeah, and I mean, you need a plethora of Stomp Sayers at this point to be able to make a comeback against a player of Use's caliber, especially just considering the health and number of stocks that he has. Okay. Swing and a miss, that recovery is gonna do it.
É, mano, o Use mó na paciênciazinha ali jogando contra uma arma pesada. Que é o que também, né, mano? O cara é o campeão mundial por algum motivo, né? Enfim, pessoal, não se esqueçam de estar entrando aí no canal principal, no canal que eu criei. E também não se esqueçam de se inscrever nesse canal, porque vai ter mais partidas da América do Sul. É nóis, gente. Um beijo e até o próximo vídeo. Tchau, tchau.